Hi guys, welcome to my channel Learning with Fun. Today we will see the science video, which is your class 6, chapter 5, separations of substances. So, for your reference, you'll find this on your Ncert class 6 science textbook. It's your 5th chapter, page number 35. So, by Manan. We were continuing social chapter. We are going to continue that as well as the science chapter. So, what is separation of substances? By the name, we can tell like separating substances by our hand, by many means, winnowing, that all. Now, so there are many instances when we notice a substance being separated from a mixture of materials. That means if we are given a mixture of materials, there will be many instances. That means many different dirts, germs, or something or the other. Now, how do we separate them? We are going to discuss that thing in the further of the lesson. Now, tea leaves. How do we separate the tea leaves? Tea leaves are separated from the liquid with a strainer. So we know that once if your mom is making tea or something, so once the tea is prepared, she won't give it the same to you or your dad or anyone in your house. The thing she will do, she'll take a strainer or a filter pipe and then she'll pour the tea onto it and then it will flow through a glass. That pure tea will be given to you. Now we give it without a strainer's help. Then the tea leaves, all the ginger and other thing like black pepper and these things, tea leaves, these all things will come in your mouth, so that won't taste good. So for a firm liquid, we use a strainer, and these are separated from the tea with the help of a strainer. The third mixture which we can see, grains. Mainly grains are separated from stalks while harvesting. Farmers are going when grains are harvested. Grain stalks are harvested. They take out the grain. So that's known as harvesting. So these are topics we are going to see. Now milk or curd is churned to separate butter. So this milk or curd is churned, that means mixed or whatever you call it, to separate butter. Now, 4 point, you might have eaten salted dalia or poha. Poha means chirve or something, whatever you call it. Dalia means it's like a mixture of some dal and some vegetables. It's like brown in color. You may have eaten that. Now, you have found chilies in it. Now, what you will do? Will you eat them or will you throw them? Obviously not. We'll take a bowl and then we'll separate the chilies into the bowl so that the chilies can come in use for several other things. So now what's the next thing we'll see? The next thing which we are seeing is substances. What are the substances? We saw that separation of substances. We saw an example of separation. Now, what should we do our substances? By substances given. So, we are going to have a quick example of substances as well. So, mainly, substances are divided into two parts, pure substances and impure substances. Now, what are pure substances? Substances around us only which contain only one kind of constituent particles. That means it has one particle. Like water, it has water. Or sorry, not water. Sorry, I'm telling about iron. It has only iron. Copper, it has copper. Water, it has water also. Salt, also it has salt. Now, water is only the thing which comes in pure and impure substances, because separated filtered water comes in pure, and that means it's directly from rivers or lakes, it will be impure. Now what are impure substances? Now the substances consisting different type of or more than one type of constituent particles. Like if we take a mixture of something like salt and water, it will contain salt and water. Now milk also has dirt, germs, and Dettol. Air, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, hydrogen, these are things. Pond water, it has salt and Dettol. Water, it's a mixture. Now, impurities. What are impurities? These are the unwanted particles present in a substance which make it impure. The unwanted, like if in a tea leaves are there. So it's the unwanted particles which we separate, and this unwanted particle makes the substance or the mixture unimpure. So if when we separate these particles, our mixture will be pure. But if these unwanted materials are in a mixture, the mixture will be unpure. So hope that's understood. Now next thing, we were learning on mixtures and that all things. Now what exactly is mixtures? My question is, what exactly is mixture? Substance which contain more than one component mixed in any ratio are called mixture. So like in air, there are hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, these are things. So it's mixed together and it's known as mixtures. Or we can see salt and water. These are mixed together, they are known as mixture. Now as we saw that substances are divided into pure and impure substances. As the same part, mixtures are also divided into two parts: homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. Now we'll see of homogeneous mixture. Mixture having a uniform composition and properties throughout. So example, solution of sugar, air, cold or drinks. Now what a heterogeneous mixture? Mixture not having a uniform composition and properties throughout. For example, water in oil, dust in air, that's a mixture something. Now next thing, what is the distinguish between pure and impure substances? Pure substances. These pure substances contain only one or more type of particle combined in any fixed ratio. Impure, they contain more than one type of particle combined in any ratio. Pure substances, second point, they have fixed melting and boiling point. Impure substances, second point, they do not have fixed melting and boiling points. Pure substances, third point, they are homogeneous. Impure substances, third point, they may or may not be homogeneous. Pure substances, fourth point, they have specific color and taste. Impure substances, fourth point, they do not have specific color or taste. So next thing, why do we need to separate different components of a mixture? Why mainly we separate the different components of mixture? To remove the unwanted or harmful components. So we discussed about it by removing tea leaves after making tea. Second, to obtain the useful. Now suppose from a salt or jaggery you want to obtain useful components, so you will get that. So getting these from rice grains after separating husk or dirt or etc. Now, what is the third thing? To remove impurities for getting a pure sample, like obtaining sugar crystals from jaggery or salt from the sea. Hope that's understood. Now, this is an activity. Why do we separate substances? Separation processes separate stones from rice. What is the answer for purpose for which we do the separation? Answer is to remove impurities or harmful components. Now, what do we do for the third column? It will be we throw away the impurities. Now, for separation process, turning milk to obtain butter. For second column, answer will be to separate two different but useful components. And for third column, it will be we use both the components. For third thing, it will be separately. And second column to remove non-useful components. And third column, we throw away the solid components. These questions are available in your class 6, Ncert chapter 5, separation substances. It has a table in your textbook. So you can refer to them. Answers you can refer in my video. Next thing, this is also the same thing, the same table which we discussed. So we'll move on to the next part. Now methods of what are the different type of methods of separation? There are different types of method. Hand picking. I'll just read this methods of separation. Explanation I'll do in next class. This is given for your information in next video. So first hand picking, second threshing, third winnowing, fourth sieving, 5 sedimentation, 6 decantation, 7 filtration, 8 evaporation, 9 condensation, 10 distillation. Now what is an activity one? This activity 1 we are going to discuss in next class, as this is related to hand picking, right? Or okay, this hand picking we are going to discuss in the next class. And so what we have discussed in this video till now, what we have discussed? We have discussed about pure and impure substances, impurities, mixtures and its types, distinguish between pure and impure substances, why do we need to separate different components of a mixture. Hand picking I told we'll discuss it in the next video. Now a quick evaluation of fill in the blanks. Now method used for separating small stones from rice is called hand picking. We need to separate different components of a mixture to obtain useful components. We need to separate different components of a mixture to remove harmful or unwanted component and useful components. The substances that contain only one type of constituent, particular are called pure substances. The mixture having a uniform conform properties are called homogeneous mixture. So thank you and have a great day. Have a great year. Bye.